Here we go. Good morning. Hi. Good afternoon. Good evening. Wherever in the world this finds you, how are you? I hope that this Thursday is treating you well. Is Thursday's payday in your country too? Does anybody even pay once a week anymore, or is it like every 2 weeks or twice a month everywhere? We're going to be listening to some hippity hop. Something that I have not heard yet. Every 2 weeks on Fridays. Okay, there you go. Or Thursday at midnight, where you're kind of like looking through your fucking bank account kind of thing. Oh yeah. Okay, so I'm not sure what it is that I should be more excited for. Whether it's the fact that Black Thought is recorded something outside of the Roots, or another Danger Mouse project, who I really like. Kowalski! What's going on, Mr. Kowalski? Killer Kowalski, how are you? Are you American? Killer Kowalski, do you know who that is? Tell me if you know who that is. Killer Kowalski. He used to be this really good wrestler, super interesting wrestler. I mean, I don't expect you to believe me, but I liked him. Killer Kowalski, you remember. Okay, good. Just give me a little bit of a chance to get queued up here. I'm trying to figure out what it is that I should show you first. What I plan to do is show you some of my other Danger Mouse projects to give you an idea of just how much different stuff he's produced. I don't have a ton of it, but I have a few. So we're going to go through there because I have a feeling, number one, you guys like show and tell. Obviously, everybody likes looking at dope records, right? But number two, I might pull something that you didn't know he produced. It's like, oh, fuck, dope. Really? Isn't it awesome? That's the idea. Can I ask, have you liked our video on the YouTubes yet? If you haven't, may I ask you to like the video on the YouTubes? That would be awesome. Let's see what else here. Yes, this album, actually, one thing that I am looking forward to is that it contains a tune with MF Doom that was released, obviously, after he died. I don't know how the deal is with that. I mean, I'm guessing that they already had the tracks, like maybe in a vault or something, or were they just in the middle of working with it when MF Doom passed? But we got some of that. We certainly have some guest spots. Who else do we have here? Raekwon's going to be on it. Somebody named Kid Sister. Please feel free to let me know who it is that you know or don't. Pistache, thank you for your subscription. I appreciate you. Bonsoir. So yeah, I don't know who Kid Sister is, but she, I guess, makes an appearance. It's a she. There's one tune here that features Joey Badass, and I am not familiar with Joey Badass. Not at all. I come across the name, but that's it. Then a dude named Russ, who I also am not familiar with, and Dylan Cartledge, who I am also not familiar with. Side B, all of a sudden there's a few collaborations that I am familiar with. Michael Kiwanuka. Yeah, motherfucker. I'm familiar with him. I love him. Another tune featuring A$AP Rocky, who I do not know. Oh, fuck, I forgot to put on a light. Yeah, Gunner. You're not wrong. Let me go turn on this light, okay? Pretend I'm still here. Better, right? Sorry, dude. I'm a forgetful cat. But thanks for pointing it out. What's going on, Gunner? So yeah, I'm not familiar with A$AP Rocky. Run the Jewels is on this, and then there's another dude named Conway the Machine. So I would say out of these names that are popular, you know, that I see regularly kind of thing, that I don't know A$AP Rocky, and I do not know MF Doom. Obviously, I'm familiar with Raekwon, I'm familiar with Kiwanuka, I'm familiar with RTJ. So, I'm kind of expecting a little bit of everything. Yeah, look, there are so many names. When it comes to hip-hop, there are so many names to remember. It seems like hip-hop's very much entered the era of collaborations, where it's like you got 10 songs and 15 collaborations, and guest producers, and I'm not sure necessarily that I'm the guy who gives a shit about keeping track of all of that, and I don't have the best memory either. I'm an old guy, man. I like when somebody just fucking released. Rick Rubin produced an album. He didn't produce a song. He produced the whole fucking record. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't seem to be something that's happening in modern hip-hop. Again, please feel free to correct me, because I'm certainly no authority on it. I mean, sure, I've been listening to hip-hop since the 80s, and I got a good collection of it, but I still don't consider myself, I'm certainly not a part of the culture, and I don't consider myself an expert by any stretch of the imagination, you know. But, I don't know, man. Does anybody release hip-hop albums anymore? Like, this is the album. Rather than I'm releasing this single with this artist, then I'm going to release this video with this artist, and then at the end we're kind of, going to roll out something else. Please realize that this isn't a complaint. I'm just giving you what my observation is. My observation may be wrong, and the reason it is that I put it forth is very much because I want you guys to let me know if I'm getting it wrong. All right, where's my Kanye West fans? Any Kanye West fans here? I would like to say that, yeah, I am not impressed by your performance. Let me tell you what it is that I'm trying to say. I have a record. Let me go get it real quick, okay? This here, I don't even know why I'm getting it. It's all black. This is a 4 LP set of Donda. Now, I know that Kanye West stans would absolutely love to see me do it. And I get that. I mean, I do. And I'm generally okay with it. But it's 4 LPs. And that's long. That's 8 fucking songs. That's 8 sides. And I think the part that's kind of getting me even more is that people who are fans of Kanye West are telling me that it's fucking bloated as fuck. Part 2s, there's no order. Like, fans are complaining about the record. Sure, there's a couple of good tunes. Now, please understand, I have a good bunch of Kanye West records. I got Kanye West records, okay? I had his first fucking thing. No, so a patron sent it to me, which makes it more complicated, right? Which makes it far more complicated. Because, I mean, generally speaking, I would do it. Kanye West, it's a single album, I'll do it. A double album, Kanye West, I'll do it. No problem. 4 fucking albums, 8 sides. And fans, and I'm not a super fan by any stretch of the imagination. I would not consider myself a Kanye West fan. And what do I do with it? I put up a poll. Those of you who are interested in putting up the poll. Okay, here's a Twitter poll. Go visit our Twitter. Go subscribe to our Twitter. But go subscribe to, go vote on the poll. Should VJ do Old Man Listens to Kanye West Donda? Okay? I gotta tell you, up to now, 2 of 3 votes are no. So, the only thing that would make it so that the yeses win, and I said that I would play it if the yeses win, the only thing that would let the yeses win is if a bunch of Kanye West fans all of a sudden put some kind of effort and fucking blew the poll up. I'm not holding my breath. I mean, if it happens, I'm going to do it. Okay. If a bunch of stans saw that I'm doing that, then fine, great. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do the album. Okay? But it's also been suggested, actually, by Polam and repeated here once again, that maybe I should just take the 4 albums and do 4 sides. You know what the problem with that is? I'm using 4 different fucking days on Kanye. It doesn't change anything. 4 days on an album that fans are telling me is bloated. So there's a little bit of a conundrum. My attempt to address the conundrum is leave the vote to you. If you really want it, you're going to vote. There's 108 votes in. There's 2 hours left to the poll that I just put up. Okay? 61% of you don't want to hear it. 39% of you say that you do want to hear it. So it's not even 50-50 right now. In 2 hours, let's see if it changes. If it changes, we're probably going to be on the broadcast, so I'll be able to tell you what the final result of the Twitter poll is. But if the yays win somehow, I'll do it. I'm not going to use Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Those days, it's like, for me, I don't know. What I'm probably going to do is do an extra show. Like, I'll do a Monday show or something like that, or a Tuesday show, just for this record. And then we'll see. See, Brill says the only 4LP that you want to listen to is Sandinista. Yeah, I don't want to listen to any 4LP. Look, let me give you an example. Kamasi Washington, who I adore. I fucking adore Kamasi Washington, right? His first album was 3 LPs. I liked it, but I found it, if anything, because of the brilliance of it, I said, you know what? The dude called it the epic. It's his first fucking record, and he came out with 3 LPs, 3 albums. And boom, I loved it. However, his next album, Heaven and Hell, came out with 5 LPs, and I didn't like that. It's like, oh, for fuck's sake, I mean, you're already giving me 3 LPs, and it's a lot. Now you want me to absorb 5 LPs? You know? It's like I tell my wife likes going to the Club Price. The fucking Costco. Club Price. I can't stand that place. She loves it. She loves it. Sam, we save so much money. We save so much money. You buy in bulk, we save so much money. Yeah, but what she's not realizing is that the whole fucking house has extra bottles of shampoo, extra bottles of soap, I got fucking storage everywhere. I got a room only for storage. So all of a sudden, my house is a fucking storage room. I mean, that's gotta count for something, too. Please understand, I'm not gonna win this argument. My wife's gonna do whatever the fuck she wants to do. But she's all fucking sold. Her version of your records. Okay, Chloroform, that's exactly right. You know what I mean? It's exactly right. I'm sure she feels the same way about my records. Actually, if anything, she's even kinder about it because my wife loves me and she knows these records and my job makes me happy. So, at my worst, she's always said, I want you happy. That's it. That's what matters to me. I will fucking fight through the trenches with you. I will struggle with you. Your happiness is most important. She's always said that. I can only hope that you find people like that in your life. When you find them, you fucking keep them, man. They're the best. So yeah, she buys blue cheese for the party. Check this out. Well, no, I don't go at all. Are you out of your fucking mind? Me go to Club Price? You're crazy. My daughter doesn't even want to go. Even Sophia is like, fuck no, I'm not going in there. That fucking headache, please. People waiting in line to do groceries, get the fuck out of here. Wait in line to do groceries. I wouldn't fucking wait in line to see Jimi Hendrix. Forget groceries. Clip. So she says, listen, I need blue cheese this summer. I tell her I need blue cheese for a party. I need blue cheese because I'm making blue cheeseburgers. Now, we don't eat blue cheese. I like blue cheese as an ingredient. Blue cheese is too strong for me, but I like blue cheese as an ingredient. So when I use it as an ingredient in food, then I don't use a whole lot of it. What does she come back with? She comes back with these 2 fucking blocks of blue cheese. These 2 big blocks of blue cheese. Yeah, look, I mean, I bought it like this because it's saving us all kinds of money. It's like I need half a block. What did you save? I need half a block of fucking blue cheese. The rest of the 3, we're going to have to put it in the freezer or something. Or throw it out. Is anybody married and, like, relating to this at all? Or do I just sound like a fucking old man? I mean, please understand, I'm not really frustrated by all of this. These are all the just regular family things that we have, you know? It's nice. Your wife is a Costco stan. Dude, my wife watches those fucking videos. All these yentas. All these fucking yentas videoing themselves while fucking shopping at Costco. The Costco hauls. The Costco... Anybody see those videos? The Costco haul. Porco Dio. Every fucking time I go upstairs, she's got that tablet on the Costco hauls. How fucking interesting can it be? But then... You want to know what other people bought for groceries. This is what you're telling me. Yeah, it's like that. You know, I know which products are good, which products are coming back. So she's all fucking... She watches Costco videos like she used to read fucking People magazine. But then if I look at all of this, she can say exactly the same shit about me. She could. With records. Exactly the same shit. Is she on Costco TikTok? Oof. My guess is that she's on the Costco TikToks. My guess, but I can't be 100% sure. Anyway. They sell vinyl at Costco, don't they? They sell vinyl everywhere. I walked into a Chapters bookstore, $50 for a record. It's like, yeah, okay. What am I trying to do? The Tiki Talks. Who likes Tiki Talks? Can I tell you something that we've been doing? Those of you who follow the show know that I'm going to be doing a full album spin of this, okay? Of our album for today, Danger Mouse and Black Thought. Cheat codes. What it is that I do after we do the full review, so I'm going to start with a product review, then we're going to go through the music, talk. What I do with the second half of the show is I turn it off YouTube, and we switch over to Twitch, and I just play songs that it makes me think of. You know? So it should be fun. Now, let me suggest this other thing for you, since you guys are talking about it. This Kanye West, your suggestions. 1 per day. It means I still have to do 4 albums. Pick hits. How can I pick hits? I don't know the dude. I don't know the fucking dude. In order for me to do all of that, I'd have to organize the records in a certain way. Because then I'd be jumping with the needle. You know what I mean? It's not the Spotify. It's not just press play and move type of thing. It's just... Okay, and there you go. And there's another one, dude. Picking hits is the anathema to listening to vinyl. Yes, yes, fucking yes. It's exactly the opposite of what it is that I do here, which is to go through the entire thing the way the artist presented it. Now, all of you are telling me that the way he presented it is fucking terrible. And you're fans! And you're fans! So, I don't know who to believe anymore. But, if the Kanye West poll says, do the old man, I'm going to do the old man. I'm going to do an extra day. I'm going to put in an extra day. Okay? So you do what you want. Go vote for Cayenne. If you vote for Cayenne and Cayenne wins, then we'll do it. Alright. Yeah, but random tracks is not what... It's not the point of Old Man. I mean, listen, maybe there's some kind of show idea for this. Okay? So for me, please understand, I'm not just saying no, 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 no. What I'm saying is, okay, let's see. Let's see if we can find some way. Convince me. What do I do with this Kanye West record? The vinyl's already on shuffle, yeah. What I'm hearing is that there's part 1s and part 2s. Sometimes he puts the part 2s in front of the part 1s, and the part 2s are fucking worthless. So to me, what it is that you're telling me is over 8 sides, basically, it's a complete vanity project. That's what you're telling me. Why would I be interested in Kanye West's vanity? Just questions. Just questions. Kanye West. Fucking Cayenne. Fryco says this album is wonderful. Cayenne is depressing. Yeah, look, the pressings is another thing altogether, because that's not just a Kanye West thing. That's just generally. Just very often vinyl is bad. Okay? The Donda pressing isn't bad? Okay. Play Planet Jar instead. There's a fucking guy who knows what I'm talking about. He's the only guy. Him and 3 other people know what that is. But I'd rather do that. Fuck. He's talking about a Jean-Michel Jarre box set. That's fucking awesome. Someone on Twitter described Donda as being forced to drink a gallon of chocolate milk over 90 minutes. Arkwall, what's going on, Arkwall? What's going on, Arkwall? Did you give the video a like yet? If you're on the YouTubes, there's 16 of you over there. Did you guys give it a like? You don't mind if I chat with you a little bit before we get into the album side? What it is that we do? Has anybody done this? If somebody can kind of like maybe tell me that they're doing it, if somebody can keep timestamps, it would be great. Because the show now kind of takes a certain format. The format we're in right now is part 1. It's the preamble. Just talking about stuff, the talk show element of it. That some people might not give a fuck about. Which is fine. I give a fuck about it. I'm doing live radio. What am I going to do? I'm going to make the video in a nice format so that people who are watching it after the fact, to me, the live radio, to me, the interaction with you guys, that's why I do this. You know? But I understand that it might not translate as well or as interesting if it's not live, which is fine. So that's why it is that I like the idea of breaking up the show into chapters or timestamps. I'll literally tell you what the timestamps are, and it's like, okay, timestamp it here. But if somebody could actually do it and then put the comment up on YouTube, if I see your comments with timestamps, I will pin your comment and it'll be the first comment on every video. Okay? So, part 1 is the preamble. That's where we are right now. Part 2 is the product review. I go right into the product review. I review it, every aspect of it. The finish, whether it's warped, whether it's centered, the packaging, the price, everything. And I've reviewed the physical records for a good long time. I got a scoring system, and I've done well over 1,000 product reviews on the physical product of vinyl. So I think I know, I have a pretty good idea. The Donda Deluxe is an official pressing. Okay. All right. And then finally, the other chapter is the actual listening. We listen to the record together, we comment, we have a conversation. Maybe put another, break for when the sides are over because we do a little bit more talking. You know what I mean? All nice and organized. It's something that you guys would have to help me with, though. And frankly, the only reason you'd help me with it is because you guys see the value in it for yourselves. I mean, you want to do it simply. No Bing Bong, Frico. I did an extended search for Bing Bong yesterday. I can't find Bing Bong. Bing Bong is lost for now. I mean, we all know it's in the house somewhere. It's in the record cave, but if you take the singles and everything, we've got over 9,000 records in here. Do I know Gesaffelstein? I do not, Verdian. However, the minute you start describing French electronic music, I am all ears. I think nobody does it better than the French. In a lot of the ways, the French fucking invented weirdo electronic music. Pierre Henry. Go look into him, man. He's awesome. You're at a little over 800 records. Yeah, I got like 9,000. But hey, can I tell you that a collection of 800 records is a good collection? Like, I'm not kidding at all. Like, I don't assume that people are going to work with their records like I do. To me, this is my job, right? So I'm in this all the time. But, you know, for somebody who lives, I don't know, in a normal house or whatever, 800 records is fantastic. I always said that when it comes to records, 500 is where you start having the collection you want. At 500, I always felt, whether it was CDs, tapes, whatever, and I've had 500 of all of them, I've had thousands of all of them. Okay? Once the collection reached 500, I started kind of feeling like it's well-rounded. Because if you like all types of music, you can have a couple of, what's it called? You can have a couple of albums for every type of music. You can kind of like sprinkle it well, have a very well-rounded collection with 500. If you're somebody who likes a certain type of music more, you can specialize in that type of thing, right? And you're going to be able to go a little deeper. Know what I'm saying? Somebody wants me to start the show. You can go to Spotify, dude. You press the button, it starts immediately. Like immediately. You can do that. I'm good with it. Brill says 500, 550 records. Yeah, that's a good amount. To me, that's a collection, you know? And once you have that, you know what? You know what winds up happening? You wind up paring it down. Especially if you got space only for 500 records, you start paring it down. It's like, which ones matter to me the most? At the beginning, everybody just fucking buys records, especially when they're just starting. They buy everything. They buy fucking everything. It's on vinyl. They want it. It's okay if you admit that you're that guy, or that you were that guy, or that you can see that being you. It's all right, man. We all did it. All right. Spitting Bits. Thank you for the records that you sent. I got them. They're awesome. Yeah, and the vinyl thing's only getting even crazier. Fucking COVID made it so that, like, everybody bought stereos. Everybody bought shit for inside the house. You know, workout equipment, stereos, anything that gets you to do it inside the house, right? And the production bottleneck fucked everything up, so it's been a mess. It's been a complete mess. As people return to normal life, you're going to see. A lot of those people are going to sell their record collections. Just stay patient. Some people are going to stick, but a lot of those people are going to sell their record collection. Are you familiar with Seiji Ozawa? Yeah, the supply chain is very likely still fucked, yeah. Okay. Anyone familiar with the conductor, the Japanese conductor, Seiji Ozawa? Okay. Renowned artist and renowned record collector. Kurosawa. Akira Kurosawa. Is it... What the fuck? Kurosawa is the fucking filmmaker. What's the name of the goddamn author? Why? My memory, man. Norwegian Wood. He wrote Norwegian Wood. I've literally read all his books. I can't remember his fucking name. Murakami. Wow. I forgot Murakami. Yeah, Murakami. Fantastic writer. Like, he's such a pleasure to read. I can't remember his first name now either. Just to say how bad my memory is. And I've read pretty much all his books. He wrote a book with, of stuff, of interviews that he did with Seiji Ozawa, the conductor. Okay, the conductor was battling cancer, so he had to take in some time to take care of his health. And during the time that he was convalescing, he and Murakami, they knew each other, but they struck up a friendship. And they had a bunch of conversations which Murakami put into a book. And there's a very short chapter, like a page and a half, 2 pages, not more, about record collectors. And he recounts this story of when he was a young composer, still a student. And he had there was this doctor he knew for something or other. Maybe he used to attend the symphony. I don't remember what the relationship was to a doctor. But at one point he was at his house. This dude had $100,000 equipment. He had like hundreds of thousands of dollars of equipment. And he had this massive record collection, super clean record collection, right? And basically, in typical Murakami style, when he puts something together, he gets straight to the fucking point. He's very efficient with his words. He says a lot with a little. He's fantastic. It's like haiku in novel form. Cuts straight to the chase. And fucking Seiji Ozawa says, yeah, but I don't get it. These guys have all of these records and this equipment that costs a fortune. They don't have time to play it. They're never home. It took me 5 minutes to get to where it is that I was getting, but that's the point of radio, right? It's the story. If the story took only 10 seconds, then it's not a story anymore. Right? I want my MTV. People are used to getting their information in these 30-second bites. Whereas I much prefer the long form of radio. We'll get to the music. If you really want the music badly, it's no fucking problem. It's on. It's just go to Spotify. It's available everywhere for free. They beg you to fucking play their music so that they can collect the fucking fractions of a penny. They beg you. So, go do it, man. See, my process is a little different. I bought the fucking thing. I paid for the thing. I made a commitment to the art beyond your Spotify. Okay? And the reason I do this is because I love this music. I love music so much that I want my first spin to be special. So I do it with you. So I hang out with a bunch of you. Put the word out. Fans are going to come in. Those of you who are interested enough about the album are going to come in. And those of you who are just a fan of the idea of listening to a record, a piece of music, together. Not critiquing it, but just listening to it, experiencing it together. That's why I do what I do. So that's why the preamble is what the preamble is, because that's pregame. To me, it's pregame. In the era of fucking DVRs, you don't need to watch a fucking thing live anymore. You don't need to be there live at exactly 8 p.m. because that's when the fucking kickoff is. It's not like that anymore. It's like, no, let's finish supper. Let's have our coffee. Let's have the after dinner drink. Let's fucking have a smoke. And when we're finished all of this and we feel like starting the game, then what you do is you press play and you start. That's the fucking beauty of this. So I don't understand. Like, people, you already know the music. You already know we're going to get there. The entire point of this is the fucking listening experience of doing it in community. The more you continue this, the more people come in. Isn't that the point? I don't know. I am about to start, though. Pistachio Butter, how are you? Thank you for following my channel. Or did you? You guys, if you're here and you're new, follow the channel, man. You want radio on Twitch? Motherfucker, you found it. I know that Twitch is used in a bunch of different ways. There's a lot of streamers. There's a lot of people who play their own music. There's people who game. I do radio on Twitch. That's what I do. Old school. I talk into this motherfucking microphone and I talk to you. And you guys talk back to me through chat. And we have a conversation. Over what? Over music. Over art. Friend, I can't think of a better way to spend a couple hours in the middle of the day. You can argue about which sports team if you want. You can argue about musicians too, but that's not what I'm interested in doing. I'm interested in having a conversation and vibing with people. No, you don't want me to do a Halo stream, dude. I suck. You know? So yeah, man, if you like this type of thing, cool. I appreciate all of the subscriptions. You guys are crushing the subscriptions. I mean, I'd have to name the stream the world's worst Halo player. That's what I'd have to fucking name it. And I'd need to play with 3 other terrible Halo players. We'd have to be the worst fucking team ever. So I could play with Drive-By Trucker Sean. He's worse than I am, maybe. He's terrible at Halo. I need 2 more terrible players. It wouldn't be fun. It would be fucking terrible. I hate it. I'm so bad. Okay. That's the type of videos that get millions of viewers. Yeah, maybe, but dude, I don't care about millions of viewers, man. Honestly, as long as I could do this as a job, pay my bills, make you guys feel comfortable a couple hours each day, in the afternoon, a couple hours in the evening, I'm happy. And if I am legit a source of discovering music, then that makes me very happy. Not because I see myself as any type of a teacher at all. But I absorb a lot of music. I am extremely passionate about it. And I'm a super fan. So you'll probably connect with me as a super fan. All right. So why don't we do product review? If you can, please timestamp exactly before I said, why don't you do product review? Okay. First thing. 1 album. Thank you. It's not bloated. 2 LP, 3 LP. It's 1 LP. Side 1, side 2. Perfect. I love it. It is my preferred. It's my preferred format. As soon as you start getting into 45 RPM over... you realize that I gotta turn the record over every fucking time? If you can fit 18 minutes of music on a side, it's perfect. No problem. You want to go 20, no fucking problem. Somebody knows how to cut the record, it's still gonna sound good. Okay, so I'm gonna bring in the album cam so that you guys can see the product a little closer. If you haven't already, please like the video on YouTube. Welcome, YouTube peoples. Here's your album cam. Okay. Product review. The only experience I've had with this record prior to, like, right now is I took the record out and I gave it a clean. But even when I do that, I don't pay attention to the product until, like, I actually play it and place it on the turntable. So look, in terms of album jacket, absolutely standard album jacket. Really cool art. So in other words, direct to board. Okay? Absolutely standard stock. Some of them are thinner, some of them are thicker. This is just absolutely standard. It's not a gatefold. It comes with a printed inner sleeve. Thank you for following, Pelican. It comes with a printed inner sleeve that has this picture on the one side, which... does anybody know what this is? Can somebody please tell me what this is? It's an eyeball. And the second side... red and green on black, which does not show very well. But yeah, what we have here is credits. Okay, so it's not a lyric sheet, it's just credits. Okay, I had to replace the inner sleeve. It's probably like paper sleeves or whatever. I always replace them with my own inner sleeves, anti-static. I paid this $38 Canadian. So with tax, let's say 40 bucks. It's on the expensive side. It's on the expensive side of a single LP. Definitely. I say this being fully aware of how the cost of vinyl production has gone up immensely. So you're looking at about $30 US. Okay? If I get a well-pressed record that sounds good, I'm okay with it. We look at the record now. So, first thing I look at is the surface. I look for like surface scuffs and that kind of thing. And the surface is rather clean on side A. I got it under a direct light right there, so I got a ring light right there. I can see everything very, very clearly. Okay, so it's a clean record. You see surface scuffs. You see tiny, tiny, tiny little surface scuffs. But you gotta look for them. So I mean, in terms of surface, I'd give this damn thing a 9.5. And that's because I'm being ultra picky. 9.5 out of 10. So, really nice so far. The other thing I look for is warping, finish. Here, let's see. We're going to see more closely with warping, but what I do is I put it up here like this, and I see if there's a warp. And I don't see a warp. Not like this, not to the visible eye. So that's already good. Okay? Yeah, $25.99 pounds is exactly it. So that already looks good. I can already feel from the edge that it's a well-cut record. And I can see from the middle here that there's no extra flash. Flash is when, you see little bits of plastic of the vinyl kind of melted all around, and then you got to remove it. Sometimes the spindle hole isn't big enough, so you got to make it bigger. There's this entire thing. This is a clean record. This is a well-pressed record. Okay, so what I do is I usually actually just put it down on the turntable. You don't see the turntable, so let me mute this so I'm not able to hear it. What I do is I spin it on the turntable. Here, you guys, what you could do is you could follow this edge right here. Where is it? No, you can't fucking see it. What I'll do is I'll zone out. There you go. So I got it spinning now. Just so that you know, like you guys, if you want to see if there's a wobble or not, you see the light? You see this light here? You can tell if there's a wobble if the light's shimmering. If the light stays steady, you got a steady record. All you got to do is look at the light shimmering off the thing. And what you'll notice is it's moving around a little bit, isn't it? Let's find out what that is. That's usually one of two things. It's either a warp or the record is off center. If it's a warp, I usually go way down and I can see actually right away. I don't even have to get any closer. I can see a warp. That's why you notice how you check with the eye. Sometimes you're able to see it just with the blind eye. Once you put it on the turntable, there's no lying anymore. It's there. And I can see right now, without even putting the stylus on the record, that it's dancing. Is it terrible? No. So now that I put the stylus down, I got it on mute so that I can't hear any music. What I do is I look to see if how the stylus dances. If it's swaying from side to side, that's the centering of the record. It should be playing dead center. It should not move. It should be perfect. That's 100. Okay? If it's going from side to side, it's because the record isn't centered properly. If it's going up and down, it's because the record's warped. Sometimes it's a combo of both. So if you guys just give me a second, I'm going to drop the needle here and I'm going to let you know. The best way to check this, by the way, is the outer grooves. In the middle, it's always going to be better. What you do is you check from outside. So get it as close to the outside of it as possible. And considering that it's visible, it's not as bad as I thought it might be. If I'm being strict with my grading, and I grade all of this stuff out of 10, centering looks like it's a 9, and which is good, which is fine. I mean, I see it, but I have to really get close type of thing. Actually, let me just see if you see it with blind eye. Okay, so yeah, a 9. A 9 for centering. And for warp, I see an 8.5. In other words, overall, it's a well-pressed record. Sam, how can you say that when you're saying that there's this... Dude, welcome to the world of records, man. Records are imperfect. The edges are super smooth. The edges are smooth, man. I'd give the edges... Well, not super smooth. I've definitely... I'd give the edges maybe, what? A 9? Yeah, a 9. In other words, you still feel something, but... Like, compared to yesterday's record, I couldn't put my... I didn't want to put my thumb too close because I was afraid that, like... I'd get caught on an edge and it would, like, pierce my skin. It would pierce my thumb. For real. Alright. Any questions about the product? The other thing that we look at, obviously, is the way it sounds. We'll see. I'm talking again from a product perspective. Not production of the thing. I mean, obviously, we talk about that, but... The vinyl itself, is it good vinyl? Is it noisy? Sometimes you see with records that you drop the needle on it and it's just the record itself, the vinyl, in the quiet spots is noisy. That's because they're using shit PVC. Or you see some records are more staticky. We're going to find it all out. If you start tick, 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 know that I've already washed the damn thing. So, it should be okay. I put it through the degrader. We should have a pleasant experience. And, I guess we can do our timestamp right here. I think we're pretty much ready to give the record a listen. If you like what we do, thank you for following our channel. We're only 45 followers on Twitch away from like 8,900. You guys have been killing it. Our subscribers have gone up. Everything's gone up. It's been really cool. I think that you have... Okay, Vini. I think that you have maybe a few hours left. You still have a few hours left to vote for the Kanye West poll. The no side, is winning by 63% right now. All right. I think I'm ready for this. As I was doing this, I know that you guys like the show and tell, so I pulled some show and tell. I know Danger Mouse from a bunch of different records, and I thought that I'd go through our archive and pull out everything that I have that's done by Danger Mouse. Now, Discogs isn't 100% accurate, but it's usually pretty good. Check this. It's going to be a good show and tell. These are all the records that I have that are that involve Danger Mouse. Pulled them all. Donda's a great record. Why not listen to it? You obviously missed the whole preamble. Because I'm trying to be mean to you. Alright. So in no particular order. Everything that you're about to see now is Danger Mouse produced. This one I didn't know that was produced by Danger Mouse. Like, really? He produced Parquet Courts. It's a great record. It's a record I like very much, but a surprise. Did you guys know? Gorillaz. I'm guessing everybody knew this one. Right? Danger Doom. This is the best. Please know that these records will be available for request during the second part of the show. Danger Doom. This one's dope as fuck. I played this yesterday and actually played it again today, this morning, while I was prepping for the show. This is a project that Danger Mouse did with Karen O of the Yeah Yeah Yeahs. It's good. Premium packaging. This is really good. Okay. Yeah, I like the project a lot. Very much a fan. I'm not sure how many of you knew this one, man. Daniele Lupi. This is a really interesting project. Yeah, that was the one that you saw was Lux Prima. This is a really interesting project, man. Oh, it's produced by Daniele Lupi. Somehow, Danger Mouse is on this. I don't remember in what context. But, yeah, there's this one. Gorillaz, another Gorillaz. The D-Sides has some Danger Mouse tracks on it. Did you know that he produced Michael Kiwanuka? I didn't. I'm a huge Michael Kiwanuka fan. Like, fucking huge Michael Kiwanuka fan. So, it was fantastic to see. Milano is on Danger's label. Thank you, Jake. I knew that there was some connection, and I don't remember what it was. That record, by the way, if you ever see it, Milano, is phenomenal. Like, really good. So he did, what's it called? He did this also. He did some work on RTJ3. And I don't know why I don't have it here, but supposedly he did some production work on Adele 25 as well. Yes, Jake Wynn. Love and Hate and the self-titled Kiwanuka are must-owns. Those are the two big records for me as well. I think we're ready to play this music. What do you say? If you haven't already, please give the video a like on YouTube. Show up tomorrow. Do we have Radiohead fans in the house? Any Radiohead fans? Can I tell you what's happening tomorrow? Set your watches and your clocks. Old Man Listens Too. Check out. And by the way, tomorrow I will announce... Actually, I don't have any Old Mans for next week. This is it right here, The Smile. We're doing Danger Mouse today. We did Russian Circles on Monday. The Smile is happening tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It'll be fucking awesome. Tune in for that. I'm hoping... well, I mean, we're going to talk about Radiohead, obviously. Radiohead's become such an important band to me. So, I'm pretty sure we'll, like, go down memory lane a little bit. What the fuck is going on? My button's not working. Porco Dio. Is this show going? What the fuck is going on? Gabagool was the most enthusiastic. Yes, you hear me. Okay. Sorry, I'm going to try to get the graphic fixed here, but yeah, definitely Gabagool. Old Man Week. This should be off. Oh, let's see if it's this one. Dudes. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know how to turn this fucking thing off. Ugh. Change scene in OBS. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, man. Like, really, that's what I'm trying to do. Old Man Overlay. SC. Old Man Thumb Setup. I can't fucking get this! I don't know what the deal is. I'm trying to take it off, like, the main way. Play Donda and it'll go back. Oh, the fucking... all the funny guys. All the funny guys. Hey! SC. That was annoying. This fucking guy, right away. You're ready to jump on me right away. The song and the scroll is from last night. Yes, it is. I found the button. What happened? You have to realize, by this point of the show, I'm stoned. I'm ready to start. I was ready to start a while ago, but here we are. Pistachio butter. Tune in after we do this album, because I'm going to play a bunch of Black Thought and Danger Mouse related stuff that you will be able to request from Side A. Smoke them if you got them. You got a coffee with you? You got something to drink? You got something to smoke? It's time. Immediately thinking of Walk On By. Isaac Hayes.
Sometimes it get real dangerous, y'all. It get real dangerous, y'all. Having war,
Prisoners of Azkaban, thinking of a master plan. Images of grandeur by Jamel Shabazz, Dapper Dan. Clap your hands whether you in Patterson or Pakistan. Richard Wright, black boy that grew into a blacker man. Early African or European, which was more supreme. The visions vary, this shit is scary. Inform your teams. My dignitary consigliere is Noradine. My skin tone is aubergine. I'm a war machine. Sinner who's casted all the stones. He can manage, but with the home team advantage, most people don't see the damage. Guess I'm gonna need a bandage if we plan to be companions. Drum solos from the hammers be mimicking, speaking Spanish. They vanish like Atlantis, come to find out they've been banished for frauding. For the cameras and abandoning their manners for lies that intertwine like a violet vine. I threw the rhyme book straight into the fire this time. I'm thinking,
sometimes it get real dangerous, y'all.
Yeah, the vocals are very like Chi-lights.
Having war,
Fucking Philadelphia. What's it? Chi-lights means like Isaac Hayes. On the production, it's nice. Yeah, it's lovely. I am not getting the new Ozzy, no. No plans to get the new Ozzy.
to retain. Young Gunners in beast mode, K9T show. Cheat code, playing with unlimited free throws. Playing their feet, move faster than a caprice stroll. When they run in the strip like the women in peep shows. Pay the price, gamble with your life like peace rolls. Bust a move, paper bubble like Voom Clicos. Got the streets of Philly flooded like Puerto Rico. Skip McNabb like Donovan is Finitos. Theologians point to the trap house that got us in. Won't take his name in vain like a phlebotomist. I'm the one to tell you what time it is. Never been into selling you promises. It's hot as a pot of grits, that's not a myth. Blackness is not a monolith. A lot of niggas probably gotta see psychologists to understand why we wallowing where the bottom is. And common sense isn't what they teaching in colleges. Shit is real when you done lost your last feeling. Jumped and bounced back off the glass ceiling. Back to stealing, to Xanax and smack dealing. That's appealing, but grab your kids and shield them. Well, hustler became an art. The mantra is managed not to faint. When shit ain't for the faint of heart. The rated R, everybody risk got razor marks and projects, township favelas and trailer parks. The way been arrived, better head for the church, mosque or synagogue. Chasing grim reefer with inside. We need a like a hole in the head, storing in the side. It all take its toll in the end. Strong niggas died, made figures who name ring, became king or became fathers or sons, facing the same thing. In the hood, mouth full of blood, tasting the same sting. playing the game, trying hard to hang by the same string. You better get the cheat code or get recode, nigga. Bad credit, get your shit repo. Listen.
The soul part is kind of reminding me a little bit of Delphonics.
I'm like Thelonious at the underground piano, dressed in camo, the grenades, guns, and ammo, left the sample, send them a bouquet and a candle. I came to take back that other 2/5 of a man, so from a silhouette standing in the aperture to a figurehead standing in the path of a killer, young gorilla just scrambling for Africa, prepped and will accept nothing but a massacre. Premonition and intuition is a bitch, got a message from the heavens, all it said is to resist. Keep it brief like an elevator pitch, a delegator switch, cause the spirit is a stitch. In America, the rich love to wear it on their wrist. They call it shots, they don't wear it on their hip. Jiggling of the chains, I can still hear it on the ship. One hand loads the clip, feel the rubber on the grip. Me and my reflection sending one another on the trip. I'm under 21 and bit, now you know what punishment. Listen, it ain't an easy odyssey for you to follow me. We do kinesiology with no apology.
Yeah, I gotta hear this dude's hip hop, man, his flow. The deeper the breath, the louder the scream. I cower between the two monsters out of my dream. A Cadillac, a limousine, an anti-nigga machine. And if I wake up alive, I bet they won't come clean. Umpteen times, the warning signs went unseen. To me, they've done something. They tried to clip my wings, but not before I understood how any cage bird sings. The soul was something before we became earthlings. Freedom is better than heroin, morphine, or methadone. They force feed their fears into our flesh and bone. Inside of my confessional, I decompress alone. I'm more skeptical of following the metronome. I guess technically I'm on another echelon. It just gets to me the way they lay the pressure on. It ain't an easy odyssey for you to follow me. So much. I love
kinesiology with no apology.
Right. Start the wave, God. Talk your talk, nigga. Let's go, nigga. How that shit go? Boy grown, hands like Roy Jones. King Tut bracelet on, encrusted, flooded in stones, bro. Hardest and the sharpest, merge like 3-bedroom apartments. Pick one room, they all boom. Let me start this. My art retarded kids, the arsonist and ostrich. The moon is the park, we been partners. Shit, say no other. We the Jungle Brothers out in Kenya. How we did in December, loading them cartridges. The lines is like nines. P80s, mean babies, word to mama, poor llamas. Paper we seen crazy. Louis Ritchie, the drummer. Thoughts from the blackboard, boy, Mama Coy. See the numbers, stay maxing and relaxing. Chuck Jury in 2027 Hummers. The song, I seen the stunners getting busy on the bridge. Headed out playing, yo, dope damn. And stop wasting time, take some shine.
The Philadelphia. In terms of the soul stylings, it's definitely got a little bit of that Philadelphia thing. Philly soul.
Wind at my face, hand at my heels. At the end, I'm winning this race. Only thinking I chill, but till then, don't ever try to stagnate the magnate. When it's money on the line, never make the bag wait. I just add weight to the bag until the bag break. That holy swag make the cash get the gas face. In the first place, I got no motherfucking business coming in last place. My birthplace taught me not to stop. I'm more advanced than my classmates. I came into the game on a fast break, and I'm gang like Billy Bathgate. The protagonist, and I narrate in the same slang that Philly has. I can't stop. If I don't work, then I won't eat. Time keeps running like a river, it don't cease. In the mind of a super nigga, it's no peace. Can't stop running like I'm ducking from police. Stop. Coolie how they tryna do me like cold cheese. The flow so obese, it's bringing a slow leak. I keep a crowd satisfied, bringing them cold heat. I'm gratified, grinning, bling, blinging, no gold teeth. Yo, stop. You know them cameras is gon' see. My hammers ain't for brandishing. If cannons is on me, please. You ain't fucking with no amateurs, homie. Philly ain't known for cheesesteak sandwiches only. Stop, yo, I'm at the top where it's lonely. I got everybody mean mugging like Nick Nolte. But nah, I won't stop, won't drop, won't retire. I am my own supplier, selling goods to the buyer. The torch to the eye of the storm, a storm fire.
Man.
The data translator, each journal chart higher. They requested my IG. I replied, denied. Tell me I'm in the top 3. They ain't never lied. Stop doing that pay king. The Paris with a ride. It costs 2 to 5. Them doors suicide. Testing the thought to be your suicide. No matter which corner of the globe you reside. 215, dumb shit aside. When it comes to the job getting done, what am I? The God of the microphone, praise the Lord. Anybody disagree with me, then raise your sword. I'm Agent Orange, poisonous, amazing poems. And the band keeps raging on. Listen to me, I won't. Don't stop, no, I don't quit. Yo, I don't stop, yo, I don't quit.
People, have you followed our channel yet? Welcome to Vinyl Junkies, your radio station on Twitch. All vinyl, all the time. The real shit. Who wants to get high?
25 years or fewer, nothing we receive is brand new. It's just newer. While brothers drop down to their knees and make doer. Popsicle sticks race down the curb into the sewer. The next American hangman, sketched in crayon. Gangland, all the facade that you can spray on. Killing birds with one stone is what we stay on. Wingspan never too wide for you to play on. The ways never cease to amaze or inspire. Illiterate, the signature's been forged to fire. Broken spirit, some assembly required. It confirmed the door of no return at Elmira. Screaming into the ocean for emotional support. We never won awards, we was wards of the court. Putting swords to umbilical cords to cut them short. Translation, vacation is in the last resort. Lemon drops and chips from the deli. Knock them out the box with spinning tops and skelly. Do it, you'll get to it what Mr. Womack would tell me. I was locked, my celly red nigga, low Machiavelli. This inheritance was negative. Beverage is the devil's piss, states evidence. Give us anything instead of this drama. In the mirror light, Yayoi Kusama had me turn into Muhammad to Buddha to Dalai Lama. If I was snatching shoulder bags from somebody mama, am I cancerous? Can't discuss what the short answer was. Hungriest ones take the money and run. Sometimes simultaneously taking one of your lungs. What I mean is I seen everything that's under the sun. Niggas below the poverty line live under the gun. We all scheming, savages ain't vegan. What the fuck is love? Don't need a reason to die. We die just because.
This might be the first time I hear Joey Badass. I like it. Joey is coming up. Okay. Oh, you mean, okay, I see what you're saying. Sorry, okay, VD.
I was just a Neo before I had the Nina. I had to snap back with the
Tell me when he starts. I don't know these artists.
Had to hit the staircase just to roll the reefer. Now I'm smoking big cohibas out in Costa Rica like Puerto Vita. Having flashbacks, niggas getting clapped at in front of cleaners on 34th Street until this day it haunts me. It's why I had to move raunchy. I know killers in Marcy, so please don't taunt me. I spent some summer times in Canarsie. Me and Quan getting stopped and fished by Hutch and Starsky. They was looking for hard drugs and armory. Mama told me not to let that shit bother me. Papa said to move cautiously, so the streets will never bother me. But you don't know that part of me.
I mean, this is my favorite kind of hip hop, you know? Hip hop that uses old R&B, soul, or jazz.
She don't
That's
wanna
its
change her
base.
name like
That's my
Washington.
shit.
Wonders where I got it from. My parents' marriage was a toxic one. Oh well, I'm about to cop a gun. Hope I got to use it. It'll help blow up the music. I know something slightly off with me. Drama is therapeutic. Ego hates feeling futile. Sometimes I move without scruples, like having Mrs. Perfect with me and still chasing approval from other women. I'm a glutton. I can't run from who I become. Dad's around the corner. Haven't seen him in like 3 months. We don't speak much. I don't handle balance well. Got a fragile shell. My money split the king and queen up. Then the castle fell. The tension in the air is still crisp. Sometimes I wish this game was over like I'm Lil Flip. Sometimes I'm wishing that my brain came with a kill switch. I don't vacation, dog. I guilt trip. Real shit. Yeah.
Before you start singing, you get the MF Doom feel.
Yo, I'm sick, no lymph nodes is swollen. They told me even when the record skip, keep it rolling on the shoulder like a California highway patrolman. Launch codes were stolen and sold by Ed Snowden. I fled to Rome and told him address me as a Roman. I'm still in photos posing with my own omen. A thumping kicker for me to slam like Hulk Hogan is something like a plain bumper sticker, no slogan. This something for the shooters and back and forth commuters who never knew the difference in laws and jurisprudence. I feel as though it's safe to assume that to the students and non-congruent to the way that me and Doom do this. You checking the top 2 of 1,000 intelligent chaps with rap projects and housing developments. Cooler cross-legged on a crate like it's elegant. Try to hate, I'm puffing up your face like a pelican. Highly enveloped and activating my melanin. Y'all failing to see what's shaking besides gelatin. News bulletin, I refuse to take the medicine. Fuck a thick skin, I got me an exoskeleton. The black collar feral and a lobster. Deliver like an obstetrician but not a doctor. Bring the Cambridge, the Websters, the Oxfords. The picture too long to watch. See the synopsis. Compensated for playing nice, it's optics. Product of the last poets and the wax prophets. I stop it, it's beyond out of pocket. Dunzo, I hit the gun show and got a rocket. Catastrophic, supreme microphonist. In Mexico, we the legendary Dos Cajones. Brothers, both components. Utter close to colas, court holders. With bars as hard as Angolas.
Doom get rude with the dude off chips. The mood switch, he chewed off strips of a brood witch. Danger make a groove off a glitch. Major boo booty twitch and the crew rich bitch. Always wanted to say that ever since the days in hallways taunting a stray cat. The one he often frequently slapped around. All the while waited and graduated cap and gown. Hated the rap sound, debated the crap until he felt he had it mapped down. Enough to have the game trapped and bound. Scratching the crown with the names of lames who yapped the noun. Or verb for that matter. Had no data for a herb who chatter. Oh, Eric Estrada, fat rat, the mask made him batty as a Mad Hatter. Known for his absurd word choices, and will ignore you if you ask him if he heard voices. Look, the energy is crazy. Far as he was concerned, the enemy was lazy. Your attention please, freeze. He came to seize the free cheese before he flees to Belize. In case he forgot to mention, squeeze these. Just keep it on a need-to-know basis. They knew he was a Negro, so no need to show faces. Back in the days of no laces, on a slow pace, they used to say he might could go places. Man, whatever the cases, the card he played was ace of spades, but no races. A spastic, some call loony. When he spit a tune, sarcastic as Paul Mooney.
needless to say, I love every song on this. But if we had to talk about the last one, it's funny. Lorem says, like, what was the comment that you made? If somehow the song was altered, like the tempo was altered. Yeah, I wonder, like, while I was listening to that, I was wondering, it's like, how was that recorded for Doom? Was that some kind of production decision? Because it was not as present as most Doom. Like, fucking Doom usually is, boom, he's right there, you know? And in this case, he's kind of like behind a veil of noise a little bit. I mean, I'm guessing that the fact that this was released posthumously after he passed away, that was probably a production, preference, choice. And I'm down with it. I'm like totally down with it. I wasn't expecting to hear it, though. I expected the typical right in your fucking face MF Doom with that massive confidence and incredible imagination. I fucking love Doom. Like, his lyrics just make me laugh. You know? This is a verse from the Missing Notebook Rhymes that wasn't released, so it's a reused verse from a few years ago. Okay. So these vocals were not used. These raps were not used. Bars, verses were not used specifically for this song. Is what you're saying, right? Danger Mouse took this and he constructed a song around it. I think Danger Mouse still had it in his vault, or they were working on it at the same time frame when Doom recorded his parts for the last MF Doom Czarface record. Okay, gotcha. I mean, look, in any case, my favorite hip-hop bands have always been the ones that incorporate soul, R&B, funk, jazz very heavily into their sound. So, to me, this is a slam dunk. It's very obviously, for the same reason as I like Soul Sonic. It's a different thing. This has way more of a soul vibe, while Soul Sonic has more of a dance vibe. Not the same thing, you know? The disco ball doesn't really come out here. But the fucking Delphonics will come out. The OJs will come out. The Chi-Lites. You know? You start thinking about all those old Stax artists. Those fucking suits that they had with the big bow ties. I mean, Gladys Knight and the Pips. Yeah, it seemed slow. Any case, it's funny that you picked it up, right? Yeah, Soul Sonic. Soul Sonic was great. It's funny that you picked it up, because I kind of picked it up too, but I wouldn't have thought of it. I would have just kind of like listened. I mean, for me, one thing that it didn't have is it didn't have as much of an effect on me as the other stuff. I mean, that said, I've listened to it only once, so what the hell does that even mean? You gotta listen to a record a few times. Yo, we are now only 42 followers away from 8,900. This shit's happening so fast. If you haven't already on the Twitches, follow us on Twitch. If you have Amazon Prime, subscribe to our Twitch. It's free. Do you like this kind of radio? Do you? Well, if you do, then support it. You know? What am I doing now? I'm doing side B. Sam, have you heard Aesop Rocky before? I have not. No. First time. I hear a lot of this stuff for the first time. Again, I'm a vinyl guy, right? And a lot of hip-hop is released. I mean, I don't know if they release it on SoundCloud anymore. I know the SoundCloud used to be a very big platform for hip-hop artists. You know, I don't know if it's Bandcamp now. How do bands... How do hip-hop artists release their music now? Like, I'm not sure. Because I'm not part of that. I'm not, like, I buy my records. I look at the record store and it's like, okay, these records are here, I want these. And I put them in the archive, and that's what I listen to. It's a different world. That's why I think that if me and Anthony Fantoma did a show together, it would fucking be amazing. It would be completely amazing. One day. One day. Alright, guys. Why don't we do side B? ASAP is way closer to Kanye West than Aesop. Well, out of those three, the name that matters most to me is Aesop. I like Aesop Rock. He's one of my favorite hip-hop artists. He's one of my favorite rappers. I think he's brilliant. Yeah, man, I want to know about this stuff. It's like, what is that economy? Because, I mean, streaming is supposed to give artists nothing. So it's kind of crazy if they're being squeezed into an area where they're not making anything on the music, you know? You got to sell merch. You got to do all of that stuff. All right. I don't feel like talking about that right now if you're okay with it. We're going to do side B. Tune in after this. We're going to turn off YouTube and just do our regular radio show where I will play albums from and tracks from the artists that we discussed during the first part of the show. So, some Michael Kiwanuka maybe. Daniele Lupi. Is there anything that you would like? It's time to put in a request if you want to. Feel free. Check the archive. See what we have. We got a bunch of Danger Mouse projects. Here's your archive link. And here's side B. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. If you haven't already, please like the video and subscribe to our channel on YouTube. Thank you. This is Michael Kiwanuka. All right.
From cold water to fever to World War III, from the treaty signed in Geneva. The biology teacher said we used to be amoebas. The neighborhood preacher said we emerged from the ether. We converged from urethra and struck gold, Eureka. The morning star Tariq, I was born to be a teacher. Whether scorpion or the frog, the nature of the creature is to evolve. Though it's the savage beast we truly are. My words should be studied up in Berkeley and Juilliard. All my bars is hard as solid gold bullion. My name in the Quran like the kingdom of Suleiman. You done lost your mind trying to call me a movie on. Cause in 215 with folks fight depression and wives pack protection. Lives lack direction. I'm a king, I'm dipped in God's black complexion. Survival of the fittest is the natural selection. Now bear down on the scene like I'm solid Dean. The soul courage esteem is aquamarine. You mask how you really feel like it's Halloween when they ask how you really feel about my machine. In the class that I'm only in, alien, horsepower like a Mongolian, trying to find soul again. But my thoughts corrupt the files and contaminate the console again. It's a shame, but I cannot complain, though I am not the same. My bandwidth is a canvas cut from his frame. When I present ideas naked and unashamed, it's handwritten in Sanskrit on a 7 train. Everything's burning down.
That's Kiwanuka, right? Black Thought does the verses, and this right here is Kiwanuka.
tussling with the reaper. Sensory deprivation to ultimate synesthesia. Freeing our brother's keeper from teeth of another creature. Breaking and entering to the theater. The search and seizure is the birth of genius. Somewhere between Earth and Venus. At her convenience, even non-believers make prayers. Haters and naysayers is buried in cake layers. I take day as a blessing and see the night as a lesson. Twilight is a message for me to write a confession. The Matrix, a dominatrix seeking to be served. Ever patiently waiting with the demons we deserve. Better be willing to pay with every dream that you deferred. If the vehicle should swerve, learn to lean into the curve. After working up the nerve, almost equal in size, I walked around with the iron for any wrinkle in time. I paid a piece of my mind for every nickel and dime, but never less than a 5 and never slept on the job. A killer crept on your squad, yet never left the garage where your God was close enough to see the flesh of his eyes. Get to the button and press is what the message advised. What's the threat behind the vest is where the testament lies.
Everything's burning down when I close my eyes and dream. Enemies all around. I don't understand no plan.
I like the Raekwon too.
Proven effective by a clinical test for living many lives, dying identical deaths. I thought, why? How could this have ever been if I'm blessed? Then I had a talk with God that was interview West. He said, Reek, as near as the west and far as the east, there's a warrant for your arrest by the karma police. The dharma was deep. I thought it was too dark to defeat, but made it here to tell a story by the chalk on my teeth. I'm a survivor, a thriver, a husband and a father. I rise with every morning and starving another saga. Empire Mars, fear of God, Oberlin, Yaga. Viva to either La Resistance or La Raza. I met the monster on the rooftop of the plaza. The teleprompter said it's still an Oscar to conquer. My witch doctor asked me what's blocking my chakra. I told him it was probably caffeine, chronic, and vodka. I need a word with a sponsor that won't be heard at a concert. I cried so many crocodile tears, my eyes hurt as I approach the altar, another convert. If you could read my mind, you heed the signs first. Anger, keep out, danger. Keep out, danger.
Imagine putting that on a down-tempo type vibe. Like mix it in with some Thievery Corporation.
Yeah, while y'all was suffering from future shock, hurting and hating, waiting for that other shoe to drop. I was relocating this whole operation inspiration to the top for you to copy and paste in case you forgot. I'm super hot and beyond your range. It's kinda strange how to change and climate ain't because of climate change. I acquired this affinity for finer things like pitfalls, range, and rules from gold chains and dangers when niggas get high, then die fameless. Slugs spiral out of the chamber and fly aimless. I was too wise to the game to try candy from strangers who speak anything but my language. Oud from the Indian trees is my fragrance. Food I consider these thieves that's not gangsters. So many fuck boys acting like they tough guys. I'ma call you bluff guys. Let me see you uprise.
What? Tough guy, huh?
Cheese is my fragrance.
You can tell me.
Okay.
You can tell me what?
I keep the 4-5 close, get your lo-fi smoke, like the Wi-Fi broke, forget the wise guy jokes. Got mob ties, bro, financial status in the multi, get your familiar, smoke on both sides though. Oh my, now reach into your pockets, pay homage, pay me hundreds, so pay me no mind, bro. And my screen don't work, got an iPhone 4, like the Wi-Fi broke, it's still a smartphone, no, okay, like K-Paso, mighty gon' cabrón, K-Tough guy, don't take me for no fun guy, see you with my third eye,
yeah, I like
just
this.
with one eye closed. One time when I was ducking from the one time, this one time weapon on my left side, I'm gunshot. Swimming in my new bins, doors open up like two fins. New whips on Dr. Seuss's. One fish, two fish, red whip, blue whip.
Yeah, he's got a laid back vibe. Flow. I really dig it.
About you. He is in his man.
Never listen.
Playing his Xbox.
Never listen. Whatever says anything worth listening to.
Where you are.
Straight out the flames of the city of mine. Double planes and devices paint a rap and a rise. With Cyclops eyes, straight stage shadow with live. I wear the poltergeist in history, hardly alive. Monster or art don't start. Little dry dot dark, put you in long-term park. Hardly a mark. Play a spider web like a harp, sharp with a bodega cat claw, slashing a rap's art. Relax, let it happen, it's automatic. I'm tapped in. Scrap like I'm facing the mouth of a star cracking. Facts, man, I actually made a cache, imagine. The kid who never compromise, outracked you bastards. Straight into the vacuum, they laugh, stabbing at random. Abracadabra, got these maggots tracking imagine. It's vapid how you speak, not deep, you lacking the fathoms. Well, tough guy dreaming of smashing thoughts of smash atoms.
Are you serious with this? This is what it's come to? We have to walk around outside like we're fucking gangsters? I am.
Hi.
And it is.
The bar killer, I stole a demon from Dodge Dilla. A guard body with temperament of a Godzilla. And you ain't shit, you fuck a belly, a fart filler. A dictator with hard heart, I starve niggas. I'm out with linen and writing in red ink again. And I'm on linen with women pleasuring pink again. Edge of destruction, the world seems on the brink again. You think you got me, hey poppy, you better think again. I leave you shot in the seat that they sat Lincoln in. I pop you with the same pistol they pop Reagan with. I'm audacious, so fuck with me on a cash basis. I'm outrageous, slap faces to tongue tasters. I rock stages, rap and raw for all races. No patience with racists in the damn Satan. Cold rages, I stay in God's divine graces. And all my chains on when I rap, bitch, I'm ghost facing.
Killer Mike is my hero. Yeah, Killer Mike is my hero. What's going on, Purple Ninja?
Don't even worry about it. My legendary styling between Harry Belafonte and Harry Allen. I'm from a city where it's violent and it's overcrowded. I put it on the map, y'all ain't even know about it. I brought the pro without it. The soul flowing out and make it hard to figure how y'all manage to go without it. A mic with a cord, I never do a show without it. When dealing with force, I lift them up and throw them out. I know the way to go the route. Show you what a soldier about. Big boy arms I'm holding out. Clips folding out. Used to be a little snot nose, but I'm older now. You can try what you want. I show you what I don't allow. Fuck all the run around. You on a hunting ground. You spit 100 bars, I spit 100 rounds. You run 100 yards, trying to get out of bounds. That's when I tackle y'all and show you how the thunder sounds. Bang ya as we approach the danger with beats that evoke the anger. And I ain't know the music was supposed to change us. But when I start spitting shit, it's so contagious. It smokes the pages. I literally spoke to sages that said it's no hope to save us. Cause we the bad guys, you supposed to blame us. But nowadays, everybody close to famous. But stop modeling and wild stylers in the wind like an allergen. Y'all motherfuckers can forget about challenging. I blind rappers like a magnified halogen. You tryna tussle with the truth? How about it then? I am light years beyond, not behind the line. I'm what separates dawn from truly divine. Give me a crystal hair vodka with a twist of lime. To watch rappers get smoked like a nigga time. I will bring it to your doorstep, pick a time. I will put you in a body bag, kick a rhyme. Niggas sick, but they not near sick as I'm.
In the ghetto
Rappers are slick, but they not near slick as I'm. I don't give a flying. Stop signifying, stop speaking into
Like
the
a
mic.
ghetto
and die
boy.
dignified. I'm that insecticide, pesticide, genocide. You in the morgue, absolutely identified.
I mean, are you fucking kidding? This is amazing. Kind of spectacular, is it not?
Yeah, you're so cliche, you're the nouveau reach to come up hard as a youth and knew no peace. You hit that lick, you switch to a new motif in a whip with 2 low seats and new gold teeth. You say you wanna live fast, getting paid in cash, puffing the most gas and die in a car crash. You never learned math in school, you cut class so you can't count what's in the clip. Just blast. I feel your mind spinning in place and just buffering. And all you try and see is some place with less suffering. Or make a lot of big blue faces just hustling. What could I say that you would embrace? I guess nothing. This isn't an attempt to reach you and your hitters. The last thing you do is bullshitter. The streets is a bitch. You up in the club with her. You should cease and desist. But you too in love with her. Yeah. Pass the baton like a drum major at Howard. We transfer the power for salt, water, and flour. My pen Patrick Dower, a Kurosawa. My ideas is gunpowder. Secure the tower that overlooks a graveyard full of canceled niggas who paid ransoms when they made handsome figures. Guilt and bad business and make a man religious. I'm the difference in Fred Sanford and Sanford Biggers. Save the revelry if you trying to lower level me. I'll be over 70 flipping the script regularly. Know the L holder about to be you instead of me. Why? Cause you a dick head, I'm a dick Gregory. Sending every opponent disciplinary notice. Ulterior motives begin pure as a lotus. Even if uncertain, I bet you I never showed it. You checking for me to choke, I suggest you adjust your focus.
They heard me rhyming, they wanna know where they find me at. The grimy cat from the Main Street trenches, insomniac. 3 in the morning, lurking in that Pontiac. Where I'm from, you gotta take your pole even when you go to the laundromat. Keep it on, niggas try to lie me, but I had time to react. We spend the same day and the day after we sliding back. Empty the mop in broad day and leave somebody whack. He tried to run 3 or 4 shots, hit him inside his back. And that go for anybody that rap. That Buffalo nigga that catch the bodies back. Hold up, rewind me back. They heard me rhyming, they wanna know where they find me at. The grimy cat from the Main Street trenches, insomniac. 3 in the morning, catch me inside the trap. Knocking off a 90 pack, right by the door with a Mac 90 at. After the deal, the label still wanna sign me back. The contract worth a few mil, but I ain't signing that. Yeah, nigga.
I mean, if it was up to me, I'd give you jigs just enough money to function.
So when I see you guys with the fancy suits and cars and nice houses, and I'm living in a fucking hovel, I mean, that bothers me.
That bothers me.
Hey yo, juke joint party lights lit the Harlem Nights. Peas and rice made of Judas out of Garveyites. Mommies in the heights always call me nice. Someone all his life rolling dice that was dirtier than gaudy ice. My only vice is fly merch. My concert fashion gotta stay up to par. We doing God's work. Forever dip like Farnsworth and Moscot bunions because I be chopping onions till my eyes hurt. The future brighter than cellos and violins fortified with 8 essential minerals and vitamins on the side. I'm overqualified, but I'ma come along for the ride with Q cause I've been anticipating this homicide. Never no matter like a vacuum now. I turn your speakers in the back room to mushroom clouds. We on that jet fuel, about to go to Neptune. Wow, that ain't a flesh wound. They about to lay your headstone down. I'm supreme. My jean jacket for the shoot was Jean Gaultier. Philly, PA, we been getting ons the Brody way. When it come to drama, I'm a young Sidney Poitier. Y'all knew not to sleep on me like Don Quixote. Since the glory days like Springsteen, I've been clean. Any garment on me, that thing mean. My inseam 32. Get it, the king? You're not worthy to. The legendary crew do more numbers than you heard we do. So tell these chauvinist crabs it's over with. I'm a globalist, rolling that gas that's odorless. Got the bad bunnies shaking their asses, loaded this. German motorist, taking that cask of floated this. Musakita tossed the carry-on luggage to the breed of my black skin. Somewhere between Violas and Lupita, go ask them about the gatekeeper, world leader. Kill shit quicker than Usain could run 100 meter.
Yeah, I hear the Fugees thing you're talking about. I mean, the thing that I ask myself now is if this is going to be one of those albums that's going to be considered a modern classic. It feels that way to me. It's like at the end of that, thought it's a pretty flawless record. I didn't catch any lulls at all. It didn't feel like a collection of singles. The oddest song for me was the MF Doom tune. Last song, side 1, I haven't unpacked it. I got to listen to it a couple of times, but there was something weird about that for me. I have feelings about it, but I don't know what those feelings are. So I got to listen to it a bunch of times to work out my feelings, like therapy-wise. Yeah. Another thing that I should say also, right? I had said that it's on the higher price of things, like $38 here, so it's about maybe $30 US. It sounds good. It's good vinyl that they pressed it on. That should be mentioned too. It's good vinyl that they pressed it on. It sounds good. The production's nice. I mean, compared, let's say, to yesterday's Russian Circles, it sounded super flat on vinyl. Here, there's nuance there. So it's a good headphones album as much as it's an album that you could listen to on your speakers. And that's generally what it is that I look for. I don't have the same types of expectations, though, with bands like Russian Circles and those indie-type bands. I don't have the same expectations. That stuff's supposed to sound like it sounds, And I'm good with it. But considering that there were lush strings... Yeah, man, the production's on point. That was amazing. If anything, this album is probably going to make me pay closer attention to Danger Mouse. It's only when I went through the exercise of pulling all of my Danger Mouse projects out of the archive that I realized, fuck, this guy's worked on a ton of stuff, and it's all good. So, it's kind of like puts the name Danger Mouse to me a little bit more in evidence than it was before. Does that make sense? The Curtis Harding record is him? I didn't know that. Yeah, fuck, the Curtis Harding record is dope, man. Like, really dope. And yeah, if it's a 40-minute album, look, for me, that's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. That's what I want an album to be. And I wonder if they made it 40 minutes specifically so it can fit on one album, side 1 and side 2. If they thought of the vinyl format, I wonder, because it's perfect for the vinyl format. I wonder if that went into the thought. You know? In any case, this was fun, man. This was great. YouTubers, if you haven't already, maybe you want to switch over to Twitch, subscribe to our channel, leave a like if you enjoyed the show. The reason I'm going to ask you to subscribe to Twitch is because look at what I'm going to do like magic. Look at the screen. Look carefully. Look carefully at the screen. Look carefully. Look carefully at the screen. Look carefully. Look, watch. Right now, look. Magic. This fucking thing doesn't work. My buttons are not working. Sorry. My buttons aren't working. I don't know why. What it is that I was trying to do was change the signage. Why the hell is that happening? It doesn't work, just like magic. Live on television. The humiliation. The fucking humiliation of my life. SC. Let's try again. Hey! Porco Dio! Look at that! Look at what we did! Look at what we did! Look at what we did! The show has changed to the dive. I will be taking your requests. If you want to join us on the YouTubes, I will be taking your requests. Go check through the archive. There are 8,500 records. 8,500 records. So many fucking records. And if you take a look, Patron Happy Hour. Alright, YouTube. Now's the time to switch over to Twitch. I very much hope that you enjoyed the show. I enjoyed hanging out with you. Tomorrow, man. Here's your last link. Tomorrow. Old Man Listens to Smile. There's your link. Put it in your comments if you want it. And I'll see you then. Bye-bye, YouTube. And done.